Hey guys, Jarek and Komodo here, going to be doing some more Halo. This time we got some Halo 3, so you should be a little bit more at home here.
I think I remember this one.
People don't seem to like this map, which is strange because I actually love it.
I just remember like a corridor and people above shooting me a lot.
Yeah, with the rocket launcher spawning up top. See, I like this map because it seems that people like maps that are usually more... like, you can control the map, you can shoot them from farther away. Like, people seem to want distance. I don't want that. I want to be able to have routes to get up behind them and get up close to them. Although there were some wonky things happening in this game. Like, this first death, I should have killed this guy. I was kind of dancing around for a long time. I had the hammer and I didn't want to rush, and he knew I had the hammer too, so he wasn't going to approach me. But yeah, I had a few times where it's like I hit them directly with the hammer and somehow he didn't die, which is really frustrating. So yeah, that out of the way, this game was not fantastic. I just wanted to upload it because I like this map. And I like being able to... This is a really good dual-wielding map. Here it is. No idea I'm here and I still miss. And then he went lagging across the room. I'm not sure what happened.
That was weird.
Yeah, there's one guy in here that was kind of rubber banding around a lot, which is frustrating. And one of our teammates ended up quitting, but we still ended up winning. So, it was 3 against 2. And this combo is possibly the best combo in Halo 3. Since the plasma pistol kinda got nerfed majorly in 3 and didn't track as well as it used to. Because, good god, the new combo is so OP in Halo 2. I don't think you would have too much experience to really talk about it, but it tracked so well. But this combo, it kills quick. You get headshots and you're going to kill them immediately. These guys are probably mad because they were losing to an elite. Losing to 2 elites. So, Mango joined us playing, who is... one of Mookie's roommates, and all 3 of us just running around as elites. So you have 3 elites on one team.
It was literally Ward.
Yeah, and that should have been a melee. I'm not sure what was going on with my controls. Should have been my kill. I still don't have a kill yet, which is, I swear to god, I remember getting them. But yeah, someone threw out the suggestion of having all the clan tags be Wart, so it could actually be Wart. But I was like, I want to be able to know who I'm looking at and where they are on the map, so I wouldn't change the clan tag. Plus, I just like my PDX clan tag. I had to rep Portland a little bit. If I could find some way, I would totally make the clan tag, like, say, Rip City or something like that, but it's too many words. See, that's what I mean, rubber banding. Guy was lagging all over the place. But he's dead, so I guess it's fine. So, hey, questions. Let's move on to the... Oh, God, hi! I remember that. That scared the shit out of me when I was playing, and I forgot that happened. So I guess that happened. Right, questions. If you want us to answer your question, leave them down below in the comments. I'll save them in a Word document so I can look at them later. Alright, this question from the Jones channel. Was it for the Jones channel? Yeah, it was. What is the most meaningful quote to you? I have quite a few. I end up dealing with a lot of people I know. And given how many people I talk to, for some reason people end up actually listening to me, which, I mean, I usually wouldn't really recommend. But I guess I'm doing something right. The main thing I keep having to remind people, because the group around me, as sarcastic as I am, is really nice. I mean, people like Mookie, and that guy should have been dead, he must have had an overshield. People like Mookie will go out of their way and possibly be too nice and give people too much. And they don't know how to say no. And typically what I tell people is, you can't help other people if you can't help yourself. You really can't. Like, don't give people stuff that you don't have. You have to learn how to say no, and you don't need to feel like you're being mean when you're doing that. It's just, if you can't help them, you can't help them. And by trying to help them, you're really only putting 2 people at risk. So help the people you can, and as time goes on, you should be able to help other people, but I mean, there's only really so much you can do. It's funny that I have to deal more with people being too nice rather than too mean, which I'm obviously not going to complain about. I know a lot of people have the complete opposite problem. I don't know why I just jumped into my own power drain.
Stupid.
Valid explanation. I guess that's another quote I can throw out. There is no reason to assume malice when incompetence is an equal explanation. And I see this a lot. People always have like these weird, crazy conspiracies of like, so-and-so is intentionally trying to ruin your life, and it's like, no, they're just stupid.
That actually applies to my boss.
That applies to like almost everything business related. There is no reason to assume that someone's intentionally trying to destroy something if they're just dumb. I mean, look at Ubisoft. My goodness, I don't know what the hell Ubisoft is doing, but they need to not do what they're doing because they have become the next EA. EA has improved slightly, and now Ubisoft is EA. It seems like there's always one really bad publisher. I don't know why that guy turned the corner to hit me with a brute shot. That wouldn't have ended well even if I didn't have a shotgun. He would have just hit me and then shot and killed both of us. Logic. It's flawed. It's logic. Logic. Okay, so this situation, he has a bubble shield down there. I just picked up a bubble shield, and that's still there, so I decide, you know what, I'm just gonna sit in there with a shotgun. Actually, now there's a hammer. I'm gonna pick that up. And there's another bubble shield. You're never going to get in here. It's like a never-ending supply. But yes, I don't know if you have anything to add to that. There's so many other quotes I could say, none of which are coming to my mind at the moment.
Nothing off the top of my head.
Yeah, if I had more time to think, I could probably say quite a few more. It's mainly just the ones where it's, you know, I really want to... What I said earlier about saying no wasn't really a quote I heard from someone else. That's just something I've always said because the problem is... It's a reoccurring problem I've had to deal with. Oh my god, rocket launcher.
If anything, rather than a quote, I would suggest people listen to an entire song. It's the Sunscreen song by, I think it was Baz Luhrmann.
Is that really good for white people?
It's actually a really, really good song filled with ridiculously good advice. I mean, it's not gonna like change your life, but you... Whoa, hi.
Suddenly hammer.
You listen to it and it's gonna like make sense. Like, I think one quote from it was, it was something like, don't worry or do, but know that worrying is about as effective as trying to solve an algebra equation by chewing bubblegum.
That's... This guy, your bubble shield is no longer... yeah, that goes along the lines. And stop showing me hints. Like, I really dislike how Halo 3 does that. How it'll randomly show hints no matter how many times you play the game. And you, like, can't turn them off. It's rather obnoxious. But yeah, you know, I tell people that all the time. You know, something serious will happen. It'll be, you know, an actual problem. And, you know, I had to deal with this because my family has a long line of really bad anxiety. Thankfully, I didn't get that. But it's definitely a genetic issue. Like, almost everyone in my family has huge anxiety issues. So I've had to deal with, like, you know, a father that's constantly anxious, constantly worrying. Even something as simple as, like, possibly showing up 5 minutes late to something. He acts like the world's ending about it. You know, and I've had to, like, beat it into his head that this is not a, you know, it's not a big deal. What is worrying going to do? How is it going to make you any more on time? Like, why bother? You're wasting time. It's making the situation worse. It's doing the complete opposite that you want it to do. So, yeah, that's kind of a, I guess you could say, a pet peeve of mine, but I know how to deal with people that have anxiety. And if someone does have anxiety, it's freaking hammer sometimes, man. I hit him with a hammer and threw a grenade at his feet. He survived it. If you're dealing with someone that does have anxiety, please don't feed it. That is the worst thing you could possibly do. This is something people don't realize a lot, but you don't need to say anything to get people anxious around you. If you have that vibe about you that you're, like, you have negative energy, they're going to get anxious about it. They're going to assume there's a problem. Hammers are fun. I called it a band hammer when I picked it up instantly. I don't know when I started calling it that. But yeah, think of other people like... People are like animals in a way.
Well, they are animals.
You know what I mean, damn it. You know, if you walk up to a dog and you're really energetic, that dog might get a little spooked out about it. That's why a lot of dogs hate kids, and, you know, I understand. I'm not gonna say anything more about that. I just don't like kids.
I just caught on to that.
This hammer guy, rushing me is not a good idea. Also, I'm not Russian. So yeah, please just, I guess be socially aware. I don't know why this guy took so long to start shooting at me. I was like, huh, what's going on? I must have thought I was on his team. Yeah, you get my point. I don't need to say anything more about it. Just be calm. Be calm, relax, have a good time. Don't stress about stuff, even if there's an actual problem. You know, don't worry, find the solution. If there's nothing you can directly do now, don't worry about it. You know, it's not gonna help. So I don't really have much more to say about that. That's thankfully, that guy committed suicide.
And it gave you the kill.
Well, I heard him before that happened. So yeah, there's that. I'm very, very glad. Maybe it's easy for me to say because I don't have anxiety, but you know, I'm glad I did not get that from my family, and it's kind of amusing because it is apparently a very prominent thing in my family that people have anxiety, since literally everyone else in my family has it. Even my youngest sister seems to have it a little bit, not quite as bad as everyone else does. My brother, God, one of my older brothers has it far worse than anyone else. And has not made him the most logical person in the world. I won't say anything more than that. I don't know. I'm gonna stop ranting about that. I should probably not talk about, like, personal family things.
Well, I mean, as long as you're not throwing out names, I think you're fine.
Yeah, but I mean, people I've mentioned my older brother in videos before, and they've seen them, so I guess they could figure out which one it is. I have numerous people. Oh, and this is the best way to end the match. Missed that shot. Yeah, whatever, I'll suicide to win. There was like only 10 seconds left, and I knew it, so I rushed in doing something really stupid because I wanted to get that like last kill or whatever. We only had 4 more kills. We were gonna win. It's 46 to 24. 2v2. I'll take it. I like this map. I know a lot of people don't, but I'll take it. So yeah, I forgot what I was even talking about with that.
Anxiety?
Nah. I don't have much more to say. But yeah, it was a decent game. It wasn't anything great. It was okay, I guess. But it was good enough. I just like that map, and we're probably not going to see it again because no one really votes it, which is disappointing, but for the most part, people didn't like it, as I said earlier, so you probably won't see it. Anyway, it's been some Halo 3. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and we'll see you later.